Hey, and welcome back to a new video. This time we are going to talk about how to add a table to a Webflow CMS item. So the use case is most of the time there's a blog article and you want to add a table to this blog article. The thing is, in Webflow it's not so easy to do, so we need to use some custom code to actually achieve that. But I will show you that it's still quite easy, and yeah, let's jump in. So first of all, we are opening up our Webflow CMS here, and then we are going to add a code element. And with this custom code editor, we can literally do anything. And in our case here, we want to create a table layout. And for that, we are using some basic HTML. So in our case here, the HTML code starts with table. And then we will have a head section, so a table head. And make sure to always see that this is the opening part of it and this is the clothing part of it. And now for this head section, we want to have some specific columns and then we want to have some specific rows. And each of the rows in a table in HTML will be shown with a TR, with the opening TR and then with the clothing TR. And then we want to have a column. So the first one here, and you can copy that over to have, let's say, 3 columns that we want here. And we can have as a heading the ID here. Then we can say something like, okay, because it's about budgeting for social media, we can say budget, channel, and then here we could rather say time. Okay, as you can see here, this would be the first row in our table. And now we want to have a second row, obviously, and the third row with all the data in it. And to do that, we would start with the T body. So this is the body of the table. As you know, we are opening it up and then we are closing it also again later on. And now we are going to start with another row. And for each of the rows, make sure to use this TR. But also nowadays you can create this like HTML table layouts very, very easily with ChatGPT. So just give them the prompt that you want to create an HTML table and then they will basically automatically format your data here. And now we can add some of the stuff that we want here. So spring, summer, and fall. This will be our first column. Then second column, so the second element here, the budget, and then the TD is always a specific cell in your table. We can add the budget here, could be 200 euros. And then in the summer, we want to have 100 euros. And in the fall, we want to have 500 euros. And then last but not least, as the channels, we can add, for example, Facebook, then Instagram plus Facebook. And last but not least, for the fall, we can have all of the channels combined. So, and this is the simplest form of a table. We can close that and you can always open it up again by just clicking on the code editor here. And now we can take a look how all of this looks on the real website. I think I just duplicated it, not on purpose. Yeah, so the second one we can delete and then publish again. And let's take a look at how this looks on our blog layout here. Okay, so now we have a very, very simple table inside. Now we need to format it a little bit to make it a little bit more appealing, and I will show that to you in a second. Okay, so now that we have created the basic table, we want to give this table a little bit of a styling, and to do that, we are giving the table a specific class, in my case, table bordered. And this class lets us add styling elements to the whole table here. And I've prepared some of them that I will copy over in here and now explain really, really quickly. So as you can see, the class table bordered is now also mentioned in our styles section above here. For the styles section, you can either have this in the code embed editor here, or if you want to reuse it also for different tables, you can add it also. And let me just show you really, really quickly. You could also go to your blog layout here. Okay, blog template, and then add the styling here to your heads tag. So then it will automatically be used for any table that you will have on this page. But for the explanation here, let's rather jump into that one so that we can see it right away. So the class is table bordered. So we are using this table bordered setting also here. Then we are giving it 2 settings. So the first setting is the table should be 100% of the width of the container. So if you define the container on Webflow, the table will expand to 100% width. Then with border collapse, that means that each of the cells has their own border. And now we are styling both the TH and TD elements, so the specific cells. Both the cells that we will have in the header row and the cells that we will have in any regular row, and we are giving them 3 informations. First information, all of the cells should have a 1 pixel solid black border so that we can see how the table looks like. Then they should have a padding of 8 pixels, so to give all of the content in the cells some space, and the text should be left aligned. And then we want to make sure also that the first row, so the heading row, that they have a specific background color so that we can see that this is a heading. And all of these things you can obviously adjust in any sorts of colors, and I really recommend that you are using ChatGPT to do it if you are not comfortable with using CSS. But let me just publish everything that we were doing now, and let's take a look together on this one. Okay, let's reload. And as we can see here, we have a beautiful table. As you can see, we have both the border pixels, or like the black borders, and we have also for the first row here a different color. So this is basically how you can create a very, very simple table for your Webflow CMS. I will put some of the code in the comments below. If you have questions around it, leave them below, and also comment if you want to have a more extended version where I talk more about how to change the CSS properties. If not, see you in the next video. Bye bye.